Welcome back to Simpson Speakers. In December, I delivered a speech about my public speaking journey in front of over 100 teenagers in their school auditorium. The purpose was to let them know that they aren't the only ones who get nervous when they have to speak in front of people. I wanted them to know that when I was a teenager, I used to fear public speaking. And so I delivered that speech to inspire them to take action. And instead of fear and run away from public speaking, to start practicing, to take lessons. Today, I will deliver that speech in front of you and hope it will inspire you to start taking lessons this year in 2026 if you are fearful or run away from public speaking. The title of my speech is My Public Speaking Journey. How many of you get nervous whenever you have to speak in front of people? Raise your hands. I remember when I was a teenager in high school, I used to hate when the teacher called on me to speak in front of my classmates. And what made it worse was when I had to stand in front of the entire class and speak with all of those eyes staring back at me. I got so nervous that my heart would start to beat really fast like this. Boom, 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 boom. It felt as if my heart was about to bust out of my chest. And my hands, they would start to shake. And my voice would crack. I don't know why I got so nervous, but that nervousness followed me into adulthood. One day, while I was in class in college, the professor told us that we had to research a company and put the findings into a report and present it in front of the class. I remember I got so nervous just thinking about the fact that I had to speak in front of everyone. We had to research a company, find out who the founders were, what type of products and services the company was known for, the ticker symbol on the stock exchange, the company's culture, the company's financial status, put that into a report and present it. Well, the day came when I had to give my presentation, and I'm here to tell you, it didn't go very well. I got nervous, so nervous that I began to speak really fast, and my heart was beating really fast. I felt as if the whole entire room could hear my heart beating, and my hands, they started to shake. I spoke really fast, and my voice cracked, and my words came out jumbled. And all of those people were staring back at me. I was so nervous and uncomfortable that I rushed through my presentation so I could sit down. When I sat down, I didn't feel good about my presentation because I knew I could have done a better job. And as I sat and watched the rest of my classmates deliver their presentation, I noticed that many of them seemed confident. They didn't seem nervous. They spoke loud and clear. And I wanted to be like them, to be someone who can present information in front of a large or a small group of people without allowing nervousness to control me. And I knew from that day on that I needed to practice public speaking so I can get better at it and less nervous whenever I have to speak in front of people. In the early 2000s, I joined a Toastmasters club and began to practice public speaking. If you've never heard of Toastmasters, Toastmaster clubs are where adults practice public speaking. And so I joined a Toastmasters club and began to practice. I practiced by preparing and delivering speeches. I even helped to host speech contests, participated in debates, participated in table topics. Table topics is a segment of the meetings where you get called on to answer a question, and you have to answer the question to the best of your ability in front of everyone. I even served as a club officer in different clubs over the years. This improved my public speaking tremendously, and I got better and less nervous whenever I had to speak in front of people. Over the years, I trained teenagers and even adults. This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't practice public speaking, make mistakes, and become better at it. So, if you fear public speaking or get nervous or hesitate whenever you have to speak in front of people, you have to practice so you can become better. If you go online and type in public speaking lessons, you will get a list of different places that provide public speaking lessons online or in person, and you can inquire about it and begin taking lessons. If you are a student and you have different clubs at your school, join a club that you're interested in and see if you can become a club officer. Why? Because club officers have to present information in front of the club members. And that's another way to practice and become better at public speaking in front of people. You can also take advantage of public speaking opportunities that come your way. Does your family host game nights? See if you can volunteer to be the host. And as the host, you can explain the game instructions in front of your friends and families. That's another way to practice public speaking. What about when the teacher divides the students into groups to work on an assignment? There's typically one person in the group who has to present the information about the group findings in front of everyone. How about the next time you volunteer to be that person? Do you see where I'm going? There are many ways that you can practice public speaking so you can improve your public speaking skills and overcome your fear. Many people get nervous and uncomfortable when they have to speak in front of people. But you can practice by taking public speaking lessons, joining a club, or taking advantage of public speaking opportunities so you can become a better public speaker and overcome your fear. Will you still get nervous? Yes, but at least you won't allow nervousness to take control. You won't allow nervousness to stop you from getting up and speaking in front of people, whether it's a small or a large crowd.